Is Kyle Reese truly the father of John Connor? Basically, the entirety of the Terminator franchise relies on this casual loop, with John Connor sending Kyle Reese back in time for Reese to sleep with his mother, Sarah Connor, to potentially have the baby, John. However, depending on how Terminator's time travel functions, someone other than Reese must have been the original father of John Connor.
You are not the
Because that is simply just not how babies work, or time. I mean, it's definitely possible that Sarah Connor potentially had another boyfriend before Kyle, with the original son being the baby of that man and not Kyle, because Kyle is from the future. So basically like this. So if John Connor in the future sends someone back who's either technically younger or older than him at that point, and then he sends him all the way back to the 80s to ensure that he is born, surely that is not going to be John Connor that is birthed, because it's going to be from someone completely different, and it would be a completely different baby.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
Is this why the timeline of Terminator is so messed up?
affirmative.
Judgment Day just keeps happening no matter what? I mean, if Kyle Reese truly changed history by erasing the original John Connor and fathering his own version of John, sleeping with Sarah could have doomed the whole of the Resistance and the rest of the world. The original John Connor was the Resistance leader, and while Kyle's version of John was trained to be a leader throughout his whole life, he may not have been as good as the original John. Therefore, this new version of John Connor may not have what it takes to take on Skynet and dooming all of the Resistance and the rest of us. Because this isn't the real John Connor, perhaps this is why Skynet is inevitable.
Inevitable.
Much of the Terminator saga is concerned with the human attempts to prevent the rise of Skynet, the AI network that led to Judgment Day, and the collapse of the human race. One popular theory states that Skynet is inevitable, with Judgment Day being its absolute point in time no matter what humans can do to it. While it's possible to take down Skynet after the decimation of the human population, the rise of Skynet is a fundamental part of the Terminator timeline, according to this theory that is. Perhaps because this is a different John Connor, Skynet wanted to ensure that it was built and not necessarily just to kill John Connor. So it seems like in the movies, the reason that Skynet is sending Terminators back in time is to apparently kill John Connor, the leader of the human resistance. However, with this alternative theory, it explains that Skynet's intention was to actually ensure its creation, and Skynet needs the Terminators to prevent Sarah, John, and the rest of the humans from the 1990s from taking down Cyberdyne systems, and ensuring that Skynet keeps its secrets to itself. By this point in the future, humans may have accepted that Judgment Day is inevitable, causing them to change up their strategy in the later films. It is possible that the Resistance simply wants to postpone Judgment Day, giving the humans more time to prepare. This could be why in Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, it reveals that Judgment Day has been pushed back to 2004, providing that they could have their winning strategy. With this and the fact that John Connor sent Kyle Reese back to have him as a child, and it wouldn't have been him because he wasn't actually his real father, is probably the reason why we have so many different looking John Connors in the future, even though we all know Eddie Furlong was the best one. Although Skynet is the villain of the Terminator franchise, this theory states that Skynet may be actually trying to save humanity through Judgment Day wiping out 3 million people, with more people dying over the years. It could be that Skynet realized that all of humanity would be wiped out if the AI didn't intervene, with Skynet calculating that humanity could survive if it was united against the machines and rebuilt civilization after Resistance. See, Skynet wasn't so bad, it was just trying to bring us all together. Long live the AI overlords. But that's all we got time for today, guys. What did you think of this theory? Do you think John Connor's dad was actually Kyle Reese? Or is it just logical to say that he couldn't possibly be? Thanks for watching that video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.